This is the how-to video for using livebinders. First, go to www.livebinders.com, and then you're going to sign up. Sign up is very, very easy. You pick a username, and you put in your email address. And you retype. You create a password that's 6 to 32 characters. It lets you do weak passwords. Okay, and then if you want to know about changes, you click here. If you want to be notified about comments and views, click here. I suggest against being notified on comments and views because you'll get an email every time somebody comments or views your binder, and that can be a little overwhelming. The terms of use, click now, sign up, okay, and you're in. So what you do is you've got this list here. This is your first binder. Okay, you can start a blank binder here. You can start a shelf. You can upload a series of files that you can then put into binders. So let's go ahead and start a binder. And we'll this one. Okay, and this actually gives you a little tutorial on how to upload binders. We're going to go ahead and go back and start a whole blank binder. Okay, so you name your binder. And we'll call this demo. And the description of your binder, it's a demonstration. Alright. Tags. Tags are really important. You can do tags for different themes or topics. You can do tags that connect you to a unit, or connect you to a class, or connect you to some other idea. If you use tags, then it becomes easy to search for your binder. Okay. So I'm not going to put any tags in here since this is just a demo and I don't want anybody to search for it. You pick the category, and there we go. Alright, so these are all the different kinds of categories, the organizing categories. We're going to pick education. And if you keep it private, you're the only person that can view your binder. Unless you actually invite people to view it. If you make it public, then it's searchable and anybody can view your binder. Okay? If you want to not invite people but just give out an access code, and this is a good thing for students, you can create an access key, and then that gives people who have the key access to your binder. You might do it by your name or your room number or just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But that access key lets you post that to the wall, and then only your students can get on your binder, or anybody that has that key. And then we're not going to use a Google search to fill it, and we're going to create a new binder. And in just a sec, trying to move my screen a little bit. There we go. Alright, so this is my demo binder. The first thing I have is I've got 3 tabs across the front. And in those tabs, I can give them names. So I'm going to say Demo 1. I'm not going to worry about changing, oops, I lost it. Demo 1. I'm not going to worry about changing the other tabs, but this is how you create a new tab. When you get this little arrow button, you can add a new tab, you can add a new sub-tab, and you can do other things with this. You can set the tab colors, all kinds of stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a new tab, so I can show you how to do that. And then I'm going to go back to Demo 1, and I'm going to add a new sub-tab. Sub-tabs show up down in this bottom line. Okay, so I can add new sub-tabs here. Say I want 5 different sources. I can add new sub-tabs there. And then when I click on them, I can name it. So I am going to say publishing. And then I can go to the URL here. So I'm just going to go open up a new Google page, and I'm going to type in publishing. Why? just because. Alright, so, oh, hey look, there's issue right off the bat. So I'm going to click on this, and get issue, and I'm actually logged in. I'm going to go to issue home, and I'm going to copy this URL. Then I'm going to go to my livebinder, and I'm going to insert it, or paste it there, and then insert. Okay, and then that brings up the issue website. Okay, now I can go directly to the site by clicking here, or I can look at the tab settings and change the layout of this particular tab. So I go to Set Current Tab Text Layout, okay, and then I can choose what layout I want for this. Right now I have this one. This is the default where it shows the whole website in the background. But if I want to have some text in there, so maybe I have this one, and that way I can type over in the side. So I'm going to update that. Update. Oops, sorry, and then close. Alright, so now I have my website here, and I can still go directly to it, and I can still see it. I can add title, like how to use Chew. And then there's all kinds of, you can add text, you can word. If you're familiar with blogging at all, you'll recognize all of those. And then you can add text over here. So maybe I add student directions, like go to the site, log in, and publish your project. Now obviously students don't have a project for this, but you can type whatever you want over here. If you were doing this with websites that you wanted students to read, you could put guiding questions over on the side. You could put vocabulary that they might need to know. Vocabulary. Wow. Vocabulary. You can put discussion questions so that students know what you'll be discussing after they read it. You can put all kinds of stuff in this part over here. Also, you can leave it blank so that students can write in their own answers. So maybe you have a post over here and you want students to connect it to something personal that's happened in their life. Okay, so then you say, read the story from this website and then make a connection to your own life. And then students can post in here, and you have it all contained in one nice little spot. Now, it's not as nice and simple as blogging, but if you want students to be able to do this on their own from one big source, this might be a way to do it. Okay, so we added tabs, we added subtabs. You can also add tabs through here. You can add a tab by clicking here. You can add a subtab by clicking here. Okay, so they've streamlined it, made it a little bit easier. Okay, finally, once you get your livebinder the way you want, you can save it, okay, and then share it. Okay, so to share your livebinder, you can link or embed it. Okay, so if you click that, that's going to give you the URL to link to other things. If you want to embed, okay, you can click here. This is for the binder icon. This is to open the binder. If you have website experience and you know how to do that, then you can embed your sites. But if you're just sharing with the URL, you want one of these. Okay, back to our share options. You can email it. You can tweet it, Facebook, Pinterest, Google+. I do not know what Plurk is, but maybe something interesting people to look for. And then you can also add it to a shelf. Okay, add demo to shelf, and I don't have any shelves made. Sorry, I'm going to click that one more time. Add to a shelf. You can make a new shelf. So maybe I call it My Demos, and then a description. demos, and then your tags, and then whether you want it to be a private shelf or a public shelf. And then again, just like with the binder, you can access with it, or you can make an access key. So I create my new shelf, and I add the binder to that shelf. And now when I go back, I've got this shelf with this binder in it. Okay. Going back to here, we've got our dashboard. So we can start a blank binder. We can start a new shelf, which is what I just did. We can upload files. So you can upload files that you have already saved to your computer. You've got 100 megs of storage. So you can upload those files, and then you can store them here in the LiveBinder's dashboard, and then when you want to use them, you can save them directly to your binder, and then you don't have to upload them individually every time. And that's your basics on LiveBinder.